everyone. This is Grayson, KG4BUT out of Orlando, Florida. I will be your next control officer for tonight's Yute Net. Before we get started, let's go with some announcements. Announcements are morning brew Monday to Friday, 7 to 9, except for holidays. And Yute Net Saturday at 11 p.m. So if you want to help my buddy Alex out over there at 11 p.m. tomorrow, that'll be kind. As a reminder, we have a check-in at 716-317-9050. And before we get some check-ins, I have 1840 Jim from Jacksonville, Florida. Came in via text, at least I think. Text. Okay, yeah, text. Okay. And I have KQ8U Bob from Escorts, Michigan. So let's go to the top of that list to AK4G Jim from Jacksonville, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the Yute Net tonight. I'm assuming the question I'm reading off the log page is, do you remember your dreams? And I would say only sometimes, not as much as I did when I was younger. I think when I was younger, I remembered a lot of my dreams, but now that I'm older, not so much. Hope everybody has a great weekend, 7-3. Keep up the good work, Grayson. Talk to you next week. AK4G, 7-3.
Hi, Sophie Jim. Sorry about that. I always seem to forget to read out the question. Yes, the question of the night is, do you remember your dreams? So let's go, Sophie Jim, so let's go down to KQ8U, Bob from Escorts, Michigan.
Good evening, Jason and the rest of the Yute Net. I guess I do, actually. I remember a dream from last night. As time goes on, it will fade away, but I remember a lot of my dreams. Sometimes I sleep so heavy I don't dream, but a lot of times it happens between like 4 or 5, 6 a.m. That's when I do it. Everybody have a good weekend. KQ8U Net.
Alright, Bob. Some dreams you just don't want to remember. You know, some dreams, they can get pretty weird. Some free to Bob. Anyways, let's call for use on the Yute Net. Some use before we get to general check-ins. This is Grayson, KG4BUT, calling for third-party traffic. Well, I'm surprised about how down ECR is. Wow. Well, guys, let's call for general check-in.
Echo Delta Sierra, KE2EDS. KK7OGC, KK7OGC.
N2ZVN, N2ZVN.
Let's go to the top of this list. I have KE2EDS, Small from Emma, New York. I have KK7OGC from Linville, Nevada. And I have N2ZVN, Alan from Kendall, New York. Let's go to the top of this list to KE2EDS, Small from Emma, New York.
You're doing a great job. As far as remembering dreams, I used to remember dreams a lot better. Once in a while, I'll remember a dream. Usually, if I wake up with a start, I'm going to really give the answer as a no, because in general, I don't remember my dreams like I used to. Grayson, have a great evening and keep up the good work. KE2EDF.
Alright, some free Mark. Next up, KK7OGC, flight from Renvo, Nevada.
It's actually Reno. It's a long E. Anyway, KK7OGC, thank you, Grayson, and everyone on the net. I'm going to answer sometimes for that question. And keep it up. 73s, KK7OGC, back to net.
Alrighty, some free Fred. Next up, N2ZVN, Alan from Kendall, New York.
Oh, good evening, Grayson, and everyone on my favorite net. Well, I gotta say, when I was younger, I did used to remember probably a lot of them. But I'll tell you, as I got older, no, I really don't. And I sleep so soundly that, I don't remember falling asleep, and the next thing I know, the alarm clock goes off. So, seldom do I even have them anymore. But I'm going to go with a no on that one. And 2 is at the end. Back to net. Everyone have a good night. Great weekend.
Alrighty, 732 Alan. Next up, let's call for more check-ins for tonight's Yute Net.
KB5CTM. And 605 Yankee India Victor. Whiskey Delta 8, Papa India Charlie, WD8PIC. Whiskey 7,
Foxtrot 0, Charlie Sierra India, KF0 CSI.
This is November 2, Victor, November, Mike, N2VNM, in Peru, New York, name's David.
Alrighty, let's call it up now. I have...
November.
Yeah, let's call it up now. I have KD5C station coming, so that station could come back in.
This is KB5CTM, Kilo Bravo 5, Charlie Tango Mike. I believe you were talking to me, Grayson.
Okay, so Sendo, just to let you know, call in your call sign 2 times, not just one, so that I can get you call sign. And I have WD8PIC box from Savannah, Ohio, and I have W7KPM John from Gilbo, Arizona. I have KF0 CXI Andy from Norfolk, and I have N2V David from Peru, New York, and I had a JN, which was the ending of a call sign, so I didn't come back in. Oh yeah, and I had the 7, well, at least I heard the Alex W7FTM. That call. Can that JN stay since the ending? That ending with JN, is that call sign?
Yes. Good evening, Grayson. This is N8MJN. November 8, Mike Juliet, November. I'll be in and out tonight. Thank you for running that. Have a great night. 73.
The N8MJN Malkin from Sterling Heights this again. Let's go to the top of this is KB5TM Wobble from NS, Texas.
Hey, good evening, Grayson and everyone on the net. You're doing a great job with the net. This is my first time to check in. I'm really enjoying it. As far as dreams, the older I get, I probably remember less about my dreams. Most times I can remember that I did dream, but I have trouble sometimes remembering what I did dream. Thanks for doing the net. Really enjoyed it. KB5CTM. Back to net.
Alright, so free T-Wobble. Next up, WD8PIC, Bob from Savannah, Ohio.
Okay. Well, I don't remember the dreams like I used to. I do some, but not nearly as much as what I did when I was younger. Usually I just go to sleep and the next thing I know I'm awake. I do scientific studies, and whenever everybody dreams all the time, it's just that the better your sleep is, the less you're likely to remember the dreams that you have. But your brain is always doing that. Everyone have a great weekend, and Jason, you're doing a wonderful job on the net. Grayson, you're doing a wonderful job on the net. Back to net control.
Alright, so please see you, Bob. Next up, 37FTM Alex from Scottsdale, Arizona.
Hello, Grayson. Well, like most people here, I don't remember them as well as I used to, but I still remember most of them, I do believe. And when I was your age, I had a teacher that told me that our dreams are the future, but he still wouldn't let me sleep in his class. Oh well, thank you, Grayson. W7FT.
Well, I hope that teacher won her lesson. Anyway, so please to Alex. Next up, SWL ECR Andy from Norfolk.
Well, good evening, Grayson, and everybody else. Doing a good job there, buddy. I'm probably the same consensus there. I really remember them there. It must be sleep, but I guess, I don't know, did we hear if Net Control remembers his dreams or not there? Maybe you're getting a good night's sleep too there. So with that, I'm going to go with a no. KF0 CSI. Back to you there, Grayson.
Please to Andy. I think I remember something. I think I remember maybe a fourth of my dreams that I have. Some please to Andy. Next up, NGMN, David from Peru, New York.
Evening, doing a good net. Boy, I remember some dreams. Most of the time, I'm glad I don't. But no, don't seem to remember them as much as I did when I was younger. So with that, we'll turn it back to net. This is N2VNM. Back to net control.
Alrighty, 732 David. Sorry about that. I was talking to my brother. Alright, 732 David. Next up, NJN Malkin. But wait, no. Never mind. Malkin, you came in as an in and out. Thanks for giving me a hand if you saw. And next up, N6QDY David from Sacramento, California.
Hello, Grayson. Thanks for doing the net, doing a great job. And hello to everybody on the net and everyone in the Zoom room. To answer your question, sometimes. Back to you. And again, keep up the good work. N6QDY.
Hi, 732 David. Next up, KAH BYU, Roy from Bassville, New York.
Everybody on the Yute Net, KAH BYU. Sometimes I remember bits and pieces, otherwise sometimes I remember the whole thing. So, back to you. Doing a great job.
Alrighty, 732 Roy. Next up, KQ4 OJJ Michael from Colonist Heights. Alrighty, 732 Roy. Sorry about that again. I was talking to my brother. Anyway, next up, wait, no. 732 Mike. No, 732 Mike. About that. Anyway, a couple more seconds. Night 2 cent.
K2CMT, Kilo 2, Charlie Mike Tango. N2BH. Kilo 5, Yankee India Victor. W2KJV Tony.
Already reported that there. I have
Alpha Charlie.
KB3AJN, KB3AJN, Anna. Already reported up there, and all the people, the call signs of this issue. Let's go up to KQ4OGJ Michael from Colonist Heights quickly.
That's 123, radio check.
This is KQ4BT. I just had a posting come in for a radio check. This is a net that we're currently running. Michael, are you with me?
Japan Alpha 2 Sugar Yankee Juliet Tokyo, Japan. Stand for code, any station?
Yeah, station coming in from Japan. We got a controlled net going on here. Can you stand by, please? 82 VNU.
wasn't responding, so let's go to KTCMT from DeBerry, Florida, and I have N2BH Bill from Pell Mall, New York. I have K5YIV Beetle from Rio Vista, Texas. I have W2KJV Tony from Homestead, Florida. And I have K3AJN Anna from Beagle. And I have TDHBFY Roland from Troy, Michigan. Let's go to the top of this list to Mike KTCMT.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone else joining us this evening on the Yute Net. An answer to your question sometimes would be my answer. And I'll tell you something, Grayson, and it's something you probably have experienced. But when we're in our dreams and on our grand adventures, don't you just hate it when you wake up before the adventure is over? This is K2CMT, back to net control.
Okay, 732 Mike. Next up, NTBH Bill from Pell Mall, New York.
Good evening, Grayson and everybody. Sounding good tonight? I'd say sometimes. Too bad you can't remember them all and write them down and see what happens around that time. N2BH.
Alrighty, 732 Bill. Next up, K5YIV Fieldo from Rio Vista, Texas. Call similar to K5YIV. Well, I guess not. 742 I will have call signed to K5YIV. Anyways, next up, KD3AJN Tony from Homestead, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson. Everyone on the Yute Net tonight. Tony here, W2KJV in Homestead, Florida. I remember bits and pieces of some dreams. I did have a scary day. I dreamt I was being chased by a pack of wolves, and when I woke up it was KB2 QB2 Mary snoring in my face. Everyone have a great night. This is W2KJV. Back to you, Grayson.
Wow. So appreciate Tony. Next up, KD3AJN Anna from Beagle.
Hi, Grayson and Annette from KD3AJN. Well, you're doing a great job in there tonight. No, I do not remember my dreams. KD3AJN.
Alright, so please keep Tony. No, Anna, I meant, sorry. Next up, KDBFY Roland from Troy, Michigan. Roland, are you listening? Well, guess not. We'll come back to you, Roland. Next up, KT4 GLY, Chris from Paris, Florida.
Good evening, Grayson, and everyone on the Yute Net. You can put me in the sometimes column. Back to you. KQ4 GLY.
Alrighty, some free Chris. Next up, WB2 JPQ, Dick from Eldon, New York.
And I'll put me in the sometimes column, I guess, Grayson. Thank you for doing the net. This is Dick, WB2JPQ.
Alrighty, some free Dick. Next up, by Vicky from Vanderbilt, Michigan.
Hey, Grayson, how's it going? I'd say most of the time. They're usually crazy, but I guess that's part of the course. Good job, K8BKY.
Hey, some free Vicky. Next up, let's get some more seconds. Night Youth Net. This is KG4BT.
N0MSS Mobile. N0MSS Mobile.
Alrighty, I have N0MSS lost from Wappleton? I'm so bad at names. Wappleton? Wappleton, North Dakota. Let's go with that. Lost from Wappleton, North Dakota.
You're pretty close. Wapaton. It's a Native American name for tree dwellers. And anyway, I would say sometimes I remember my dreams, but not very often. And you're doing a good job on the net. And everybody have a good evening. N0MSS.
Alright, some free two lost. Next up, let's get some more seconds for tonight's Youth Net.
KG2, me and you. KG2, me and you.
DFR, Kilo Oscar 6, Bravo Foxtrot Romeo.
Come back again.
DFR.
Let's hold it up there. I have KD2V here, WDN from W New York. And I have KF0 BFR, Colt from St. Joe, California. And I have KD6 BFY, Roland from Troy, Michigan. Let's go to the top of the list to KD2 BNU, Dolby Dan from Dolby, New York.
Good evening, Grayson. You're doing a wonderful job as always, and thank you for doing the net. Yeah, sometimes I do remember them, and I'll return it. And anybody out there that's got any third-party traffic Utes there, please introduce them to Grayson. He'd love to hear from them on the radio. Good way to introduce young youth into the wave amateur radio. This is KD2VU. Return it back to net.
Audi 732 Dan. Next up, KF6 BFR, St. Joe, California.
Everybody on the net? Yeah, I do remember my dreams mostly for a few hours, but then they fade away. And usually I have my most vivid dreams right before I wake up. So, that's my answer. Back to the net.
Alrighty, 732 Colt. I'm actually kind of similar to you. Same minds do think alike. Anyway, 732 Colt. Next up, TD BFY, Roland from Troy, Michigan. And we check you all. Roland, are you with me? It's not. Let's go to K4KU, Jason from Orlando, Georgia.
Hey, good evening, everybody on the Youth Net. This is Jason in Atlanta. Everything's doing great here. And, yes, I generally do remember my dreams, actually. I sometimes have entire conversations and wake up thinking they were real. Anyway, this is K4KU, back to net control.
Okay, kind of the same. I had a dream that just flashed back in my memory, but, well, it's a weird one. I went to Australia and I picked up an old laptop. In the morning I expected I had that laptop to take apart. Nope, it's a dream. Simply see Jason. Next up, let's go for more check-ins for tonight's Youth Net. I have W2 RBC Randy from Manchester, New York.
Good evening, Grayson and everyone on the Youth Net. No, I almost never remember any of my dreams. Back to net control, 73 to all, W2, RBC.
Honestly, Randy, probably best. Some dreams can get pretty weird. Simply see, Randy. Next up, let's call for more check-ins for tonight's Youth Net.
Kilo 7 Zulu Sierra Hotel. Kilo 7 Zulu Sierra Hotel. Golf, leave a uniform. KO6 GLU.
Alrighty, I have KK7 ZSH Jason from Milwaukee, Oregon. I have KO6 GLU Timothy from Hayward, California. Let's go to the top of this list. KK7 ZSH Jason.
Grayson, I hope everything's going well for you. Thank you for doing the net. You're doing a great job, bud. Hey, yeah, I do remember my dreams for the most part for not very long. I mean, I forget them within a couple hours most of the time. There's only been one or two that I, remember from a long time ago, and I still remember those. But generally speaking, just a few hours and they're gone. So back to net control, KK7 ZSH.
Some please TJ. No. Times I didn't go like that. I don't even remember them for a couple of hours after I wake up. Some please TJ. So next up, KO6 GLU Timothy from Hayward, California.
For doing the net, this is my first time checking in. And I would say that sometimes I remember my dreams, not mostly, but sometimes. Back to the net.
Feel you sometimes, definitely. I'm also a sometimes type of person. Simply Timothy. Next up, let's call for more seconds for the night Chief Net.
Kilo, Juliet 5, Juliet Victor Victor, Mark in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
I have KJ5 JBB Mark from Tulsa, Oklahoma. Go ahead, Mark.
Hey there, Grayson, and everyone on the Yute Net there. To answer to your question, I remember my dreams most of the time, but just for just a few hours or so. Sometimes if I wake up in the middle of the night and go back to bed, I don't remember them at all. But if I think about it, I can remember them. So I don't know if it's sometimes or most of the time, somewhere between that. Back to you there, Grayson. You're doing awesome. KJ5 JVV.
Alright, so please to Mark. I know I keep on changing my things. And I would, most of the time I'm like, it's minimal. I, like, every now and then I will, but like, it's really, remember my dreams. So, unless it's like a nightmare, then I would definitely remember that. So please to Mark. Next up, let's call for more seconds. Night Chief Net. This is Grayson, KG4 BUT, calling for more seconds for Yute Net.
N3DQD, N3DQD.
KR4COH. Kilo Romeo 4. Charlie Oscar Hotel.
Howdy, I have QDQ away from Beaver, and I have KR4COH Hector from Jacksonville, North Carolina. Let's go to the top of this list way.
Hello, Grayson. I'll tell you, I've been listening to you now for most of the net, and you sound like a pro, and it sounds like you're really going to pick up the hobby down the road and make a life of it. And as far as the dreams are concerned, I don't remember dreams anymore. This is M3DQD back to net.
Yeah, I've been licensed for how long now? Oh, like a good 4 years now. Wow. No, yeah, I've been licensed for like 3 years now. It's kind of crazy. Like 2 or 3 years. I got licensed. Patrick's Day, so. Anyway, simply two-way. Next up, KR4COH Hector from Jacksonville, North Carolina.
Good evening, Jason. You are the man, no doubt about it. This is my first time checking into this net. I've heard you quite a few times, and like I said, you are the man. As far as the dreams, at 65, occasionally I'll remember, yes, no. Once in a while I remember, most of the time I don't. You have a great evening, keep up the good work, and great evening to the net. God bless. KR4COH, clear.
Alrighty, so please to Hector. Next up, let's more seconds for tonight's Youth Net.
Whiskey 5 Romeo Foxtrot Yankee. Whiskey 5 Romeo Foxtrot Yankee.
KO4 UYU. That's Kilo Oscar 4. Uniform Yankee uniform.
Alright, let's hold up that bell. I have all FY Orange from Splendora, Texas, and I have KO4UYU Nathan from Sinculan, North Carolina, Nathan. So let's go to the top list, those two. W5 RFY 1D from Splendora, Texas.
Well, good evening. Yeah, thanks for running the net there and everyone else standing by. Yeah, Rodney from Splendora. I just got this 220 radio installed into the truck. We're in on our way to work, so just want to say greetings to everyone. 73, y'all have a wonderful night. W5 RFY.
Well, the new rig sounding pretty good. Wait, were you needing the question?
Come again? No?
The question is, do you remember your dreams?
Sorry, I just joined in. I missed the question, but yeah, I do remember some of my dreams, and some of them have come true, and some of them have left me just with my hands in my pockets. But it's all been good. It's been exciting. W5 RFY.
Some some dreams, don't get me started. Some dreams, yes, you want them to come alive. Some of them you probably don't. Some please to you, Wandy. Next up, KO4 UYU, Nathan from St. Cloud, North Carolina.
Well, hello, Net Control. You're doing an outstanding job, and it is Nathan from Chinquapin. Yes, after an Indian name also. It's called Chinquapin. It took me a while to say it through when I rode up around here. But anyways, yeah, as far as the question, I do remember some dreams, but a lot of them I do not remember. But yes, that's the way it is sometimes. But if the dream's not worth remembering, you won't remember it. But that's the way I look at it. But you're doing an outstanding job, and as a net controller, keep up the good work. This is KO4 UYU. I'm going to say 7-3. And I'll turn it back over to net control.
Alrighty, some please to Nathan. Next up, this is Grayson KZ4BT calling for more seconds in the last 13 minutes of ECR.
Victor Echo 3, Tango Charlie Sierra. PE3, TCS, Tim.
Alrighty, so any more seconds before I know it's Tim?
Kilo 2 Alpha Juliet Oscar.
Alrighty, I have E3 TCS Tim from Winston, Ontario, Canada. I have K280 Matthew from Kenville, New York. Let's go to the top of this list. Tim B3 TCS.
Good evening, Jason, and everybody on the net. This is Tim in Windsor, Ontario, up near Detroit, if anybody's wondering where that is. I only remember my dreams if I wake up right after them, and usually they don't make any sense, and sometimes they're just weird. Not very often they're scary. And Jason, I'd like your call sign phonetically, please, so I can log this in LOTW. Back to you, over.
Call sign is Kilo Golf 4 Bravo Uniform Tango. That is Grayson out of Orlando, Florida. Simply see Tim. Next up, K2AJO Matthew from Kensington, I'm not the best with names. Kensingtonville, New York. Let's go with that.
Good evening to everybody on the net. My name is Matt, and the name of the town that I'm from is Keysville, New York. Keysville, like a key to a car. And to answer your question, yes, I do remember my dreams. Some of them are quite fun, not so much, and others don't make sense. And I do remember them more often than not. And I listened to you on the net last weekend, and good job what you're doing. Keep it up. And we're glad that you're interested in radio, and hope you're having fun doing this. This is K2AJ. I will send it back to you. Over.
732 Matthew. Yeah, I think this is gonna be a long-term hobby for me. 732 Matthew. This is Grayson KG4BT calling for more check-ins for the last 10 minutes of Yute Net.
Hello, Juliet 5. Juliet, November, Juliet.
Oh yeah, Justin from Concord, Texas. You have a slight echo behind you, so just want to let you know. Concord, Texas. After just had K4GDS Gil from Orlando, Florida check in. I'll go to you, Gil, in a second. Justin, you can come in.
Yes, I think you're calling back for me. You cut out on my end a time or two, but this is Justin, KJ5JNJ. Sorry about that echo. I did have another radio going I forgot about until the last minute there. Anyway, good net tonight. Appreciate you doing it, and I can say that I do not really remember most of my dreams. I remember I was really interested in dreams when I was young, and I read about them, and I learned that most people don't remember their dreams after so long, after waking up, that you're supposed to write them down if you want to remember them within like 3 minutes of waking up so that you can retain them. But anyway, very interesting, dreams are very interesting and good topic. So thank you for doing the net again, and have a good evening. KJ5JNJ, back to net control.
Justin. Yeah. There is no way I'm waking up in 3 minutes. I am staying in bed before those 3 minutes. Dan's laughing in the Zoom room. Anyway, some PC Justin. Next up, K4GDS, Gil from Orlando, Florida. Gil, are you with me?
Four Golf Delta here. I gotta go with sometime.
Some free tea, Gil. Let's stop. Let's call for more check-ins to tonight's Yute Net. This is Grayson, KG4BT, calling for more check-ins to tonight's Yute Net. Can that call come back
Charlie
you're
1,
very
Victor
choppy.
Quebec Sierra, Paul from Maine.
When the guy before Paul come back in, you're speaking very softly.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Ocean. This is Rick. I'm mobile, and I'll be listening.
Can you repeat that call sign one more time?
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie X-Ray Oscar.
Howdy, I'm KC1 VQS Paul from Indefine, and I have KFHCXP Tanya from leaving Michigan. Oh, no, KFHCXO Ashworth from Marquette, Michigan, came in as an in and out, at least that's what I hold. So let's go to Paul, KC1, VQS.
Good evening, Grayson. This is KC1DQS, Paul from Enfield, Maine. And I've been listening to your net. You're running a very good net. And my first time checking in, but I will certainly keep this net in mind and be listening again. To the question, I sometimes remember my dreams. I have to, it's when I first wake up, I remember them, and then after a little bit, kind of like I forget the details. But that's kind of where I am with dreams at this point. So turn it back to Nat, KC1DQS.
Yeah, Patrick, some people were saying that they remember it for like a few hours after they wake up and then they forget about it. Feel free to you, Patrick. Let's call for some in and out to the last 2 minutes of your set. This is the last call of your set. Is there any in and outs?
7 Delta Sierra Foxtrot. Whiskey 7 Delta Sierra Foxtrot. In and out.
Oh, do you have to be 7 DSF, David from SeaWorld, Oregon. And, well, I luckily have a minute left of your set, so you can come in.
So looking at dreams, I don't have too much to offer when I get up in the morning.
Repeat that, you're speaking way too softly. Alrighty, Dreams. This is Grayson, KG4BT. We had a total of, give me a second, we had a total of 3 seconds, if that's including me, so total of 42 from the general public. Nah, it's not the most we've done. I would have liked to get more. I usually like to get more on the Yute Net. We can usually get around this number. The most popular answer was sometimes with 59.5. Second place was 10.8. Wait, no. Second place is now with 18.5. 9 and yes and no had the same, which is 10.8. This is Grayson, KG4BT, from Orlando, Florida, closing out the Yute Net and returning the East Coast Reflector into normal operations. 7-3.
5 IDD, everything all right out there? J5 IDD. ECR is quiet. That's because everybody's outside having fun, relaxing in the warm weather for once. KK70GC, Fred in Reno. FKJ5 IDD in Hobbs, New Mexico, where we have just had a pretty good sized hailstorm. No significant damage from what I see, but it was scary there for a few minutes. So you said you had hail down there? Yes, sir. Hail about the size of quarters. But it kind of, it's gone now. But boy, it was turning white around here for a few minutes. Well, good thing it wasn't too much larger. That can beat the tar out of new cars because the metal's so thin. For last I looked, I still had a windshield, so anyway, we'll see. N5 IDD KK70GC. Yeah, I got a couple more projects that I need to play with. I'll be on the side. 73, sir. 73's your way. 5 IDD, we're clear.
W1HJW, Cape Cod, Massachusetts, listening.
This is Kilo Mike 7, Alpha Charlie, November. CQ, this is KM7ACN radio testing. Clear.
Station calling. No need to call CQ. We're not in HF land here.
This is W1HJW. That would be Whiskey 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey. I'm calling from Cape Cod, Massachusetts via All-Star. Station calling. Go ahead. With your call sign slowly, please.
Thank you for getting back to me there. I'm new to being a technician, so I'm still learning, all the caveats. So I appreciate the tip there. But so my call sign is Kilo Mike 7 Alpha Charlie November, and I'm in Clearfield, Utah. If I could ask you, maybe could you give me your call sign one more time and your location again? I'll have it written down here.
KM7ACN. This is W1HJW. That is Whiskey 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey. I repeat, Whiskey 1 Hotel Juliet Whiskey. Yes, this is W1HJW, and I am calling to you from Cape Cod, Massachusetts, and the first name here is Bill. And I'm guessing your first name is Bill as well. I got you up here on QRZ. So welcome aboard, man, from Clearfield, Utah. What do you say there?
I'd say this is an awesome linked repeater system here. I still haven't figured out which local repeater it is that I'm hitting. I tuned into this frequency yesterday and heard a conversation going on, and I chimed in and figured out the right tone and everything. But yeah, I guess this is tied in with the internet. Very cool, very cool. It's my first time experiencing that and making contacts at such a great distance. So very, very cool.
Well, yes, very cool indeed. I believe that you go by the first of Bill. The first name here is Bill, Bravo, India, Lima, Lima. So you are talking to the East Coast reflector via your local repeater, and this reflector is an all-star reflector that blasts all over, well, more than just the East Coast. It goes over the entirety pretty much of North America. So I am sitting here in Massachusetts, here on Cape Cod, in the town of Yarmouthport, and I'm talking to you on an HT, and that HT is talking into a node that I have, known as a clear node, and that's getting me out onto the All-Star network, which then is getting me into the East Coast reflector. So yes, the repeater that you're talking on, your local repeater, obviously has a connection to the has an all-star node connection that is connected into the ECR, or the East Coast reflector. So Bill, with that, let me throw it back to you. KM7ACN from W1HJW.